Hello, welcome to Cooking with Jack. This is our first episode, and tonight we are going to make chicken marsala. So what do we need? We need some chicken. I have some chicken breasts here. I have some mushrooms, some chicken broth, and Marsala wine right here. So in no particular order, I'm going to rinse off the mushrooms, and then I think I'm going to slice them up, so that'll be one of my prepping things to do. Okay, I rinsed the mushrooms off just to get a little bit of the whatever dirt or something is on there. Just going to give it a little pat dry over here. And then I'm just going to slice these up and put it back in here. This is a paring knife, although I could use a chef's knife or some other knife. And I'm just going to slice these not too thin, maybe 5 slices. Okay, so I sliced the mushrooms here, not too thick, not too thin, and I'm going to put them in here, save them for the appropriate time. Alright, now I have some boneless chicken breasts here. I'm going to open them up, and before I do that, I'm going to get some gloves. So my gloves are on, and now I have my smashing tool, and I'm going to open up the chicken. Okay, I have a couple of chicken breasts here. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to try and butterfly this. Now I have a little boning knife. This knife should be sharper. Oh yeah, I can tell right away. And I'm just gonna slice this open like a book. You can see we went from that. Now we have this. Open that up, flatten it out. Take my little hammer guy. That's about a 1/4 inch. This one seems to be falling apart, so I'm going to take this part off, which is the tenderloin. So this is the tenderloin. It's got this little thing in here. I'm going to try and cut out whatever that tendon is. That was that white part, which is kind of tough. I'm going to take the tenderloin and just make it a little flat like that. Okay, now I'm going to butterfly the other piece. Use just a tiny trim over here. Open this guy up. The trick to this is you want the chicken breast to be the same thickness, because that's what they told me on the other recipes. I don't think it has anything to do so that it cooks evenly. or does it? Now I have a couple of here's my chicken breast for you so far. Where I took a short break to gather some more ingredients. What I have here is some flour on a plate, and this is my salt and pepper mix. It's freshly ground pepper and salt. I try and have it about 2 parts salt, 1 part pepper, and I'm just going to lightly season these. Supposed to do both sides, but enough salt. I'm going to dredge this in the flour. I think I can cut this piece actually. Okay. And second piece. I'm just going to shake off some of this excess flour. There's my little tenderloin. Now I'm going to get out my classic Revere 12-inch skillet, which is probably 50 years old. I'm going to plop that down. I'm going to add some olive oil. Guess I should turn on the oven first. I'm putting on fairly high. I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil. I'm adding in about a tablespoon of butter. You can hear that crackling. I took it off the heat. I don't want the butter to burn. I want it to melt into the olive oil. I'm going to lay these in the pan. As you can see, I lay it away from me. Oh, it wasn't on camera. I'm putting these in the pan. I'm going to lay it away from me. And it's going back on the heat. Oh, there we are. We're back on the heat. And I have a little pair of tongs here. And we want those to brown up on both sides. Okay, while that's browning up, I'm going to open my chicken broth. Chicken broth is open. I have a plate I'm going to get ready because these are not going to be fully cooked, although they do cook fairly quickly. Well, I flipped them over. And they're all relatively the same thickness, as you can see. And I'm going to let that cook for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes on that side. I don't think it's been 2 minutes, but I'm going to take some of this chicken out. Definitely not fully cooked. That's fine. Now I'm going to add my mushrooms. And there's the mushrooms. So I'm going to let those saute for a few minutes. I'm going to add a drizzle of olive oil. And a pinch of salt and pepper. Here's my chicken, which is resting, not quite fully cooked, but browned. You can see I can do one of those. Okay, we're gonna let that cook for a second. Getting my Marsala ready. My chicken stock, and finish it at the end with a little bit of butter. Okay, as you can see, my mushrooms are beginning to cook down. Just getting a little brownish color in there. I'm going to try and cook these. There's a lot of moisture in them. It's going to take a few minutes to get these to where we want them. They're getting pretty done. I'm going to splash in some wine. Stand back. I like a lot. I'm just going to scrape this all off the bottom. Any little bits that are down there. So we're going to let this cook down till half that liquid is gone. Okay, let's check our mushrooms. You can see it's a lot less liquid now, and it's actually a little bit thick because towards the end of the mushrooms cooking, I added in just a sprinkle of flour. Help thicken this up. Now, I'm going to add some chicken stock. It's probably more than what I need. And I'm going to let this cook down and let the liquid reduce by a lot. If it doesn't thicken up, I can always add a little cornstarch slurry. And I'm just gonna let this rest a little bit, come up to temperature, take a peek. The mushrooms are just coming up to a boil now. I have a little bit of stock in here in case I want to make a slurry. But what I have here is 2 little pats of butter. And what I've done is just kind of mush them into the leftover flour a little bit. And then at the end, this will also help thicken it up and just give it that texture that we like so much. It's probably been less than a minute. I'm going to show you the mushrooms. And I'm going to put the chicken back in. And any juices on the plate. Okay. And just going to put those chicken pieces in there. And I'm going to bring this down to a low roar. I still want it to be simmering because I want to get that liquid down a little bit. And we're going to let that cook down for a couple of minutes at least. Let's take a look at our Marsala. It's thickened up a little bit, not as much as I would like, but we're going to fix that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the chicken out. And what I'm going to do now is we'll take a peek. And I'm going to turn the heat off. And I'm grabbing my 2 little hats of butter that have the flour on it. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm just going to let that melt in. You can see it's not completely runny, but if I added a cornstarch slurry, it would thicken up a lot. I have now heated this as much as I would like to. It's got a little bit thicker. I'm going to put this on the chicken. Okay. In this saucepan we have some rice, which was made, and let's get that into a bowl. We're heading over to the table now, and I'm going to show you what we have on the table here. That is the chicken marsala. There's the rice. This is our test subject. Our test subject is right there.
I'm the food critic.
And just take a look at that. You'll notice I did not taste the sauce or add any seasoning afterwards, because if anything, I'm just going to add more salt and pepper. So.
You made the perfect rice.
And I'm trying not to add any more salt. So let's take a look at this.
Okay. Looks good.
Get my camera to cooperate.
Very good. It's so tasty too. Where does that come from? Doesn't even need any salt or pepper.
Am I on camera?
Yep.
And now, this meal contains all the vitamins, minerals, and nutrition. Encompasses all the food groups in here.
We need the salad.
Except for vegetables, fruit, or anything of any real nutritional value. But
I have salad.
yeah, we'll do the salad off camera. So I'm going to give this a taste. The sauce did thicken up.
It's good. Why do you have your glasses on?
That is...
Gourmet.
It's gourmet, for sure. I didn't think that we were both going to be eating this. I only made enough for one. But I guess we'll
We
share.
wish you were here, babe.
So, thanks for watching.
Now we want to see you make it and
Episode-
send it to us.
Episode 1, Chicken Marsala. And stay tuned for more new exciting recipes from our kitchen. Bye-bye.